Oke, selamat malam semuanya. Ntar ya, gue punya YouTube ya biar bisa lihat live chat. Hmm. Oke, harusnya sudah mulai ya ini ya. Mana dia kok layar masih gelap-gelap aja nih.
You know it's time.
Ah,
Yet
gitu
you call
dong.
yourselves lords of this land by leaning on the heavens' glow.
Oke, ketinggalan sedikit.
Life, death, and the world around us all follow a set of laws.
Baizu.
A bitter pill to swallow. Taking a turn for the better.
Feast your eyes!
Cafe.
Watch and learn! Sight clear!
Halo semuanya, selamat malam. Sorry baru keluar chatnya.
The competition is heating up. Oh, and here's Kave bringing up the rear.
Ih, ada si Skaramus. A Parade of Providence.
Nice.
Awesome.
Oke, ini sih calon-calon rerun Nahida ya, udah pasti ya.
Version 3.6 special program.
Dan kita lihat ada Dory
Wow,
juga nih,
you know,
pasti
I didn't
Dory
expect me to
bakalan
appear
nongol
right
di
after the
banner
trailer
juga.
this time. I hope you all enjoyed that. Anyway, we've got a jam-packed program today. And
Reon
we
Aldi,
even have
malam
more
bang,
hosts
malam
than
juga.
usual. So why don't we go around and take a moment to introduce ourselves?
Sure thing. Hey, everybody. It's so good to see you all again. I'm Kimberly Ann Campbell, the voice of Nahida. I'm so excited to finally be back and share new content with all of you.
Oh, well, if it isn't the renowned
Kayaknya
traveler.
nyari teman buat denger
Hello,
jokesnya. Kayak tadi
everyone.
lebih
My
ke
name is
berantem
Anjali
ya.
Panani, and I'm the voice of Dory. Thank you for always supporting the business of Lord
Soalnya si
Sanama
Wanderer
Bay with
juga
your
sikapnya kan
shiny mora.
menyebalkan ya.
And I'm Sean Dury, the voice of Baiju from Boo Boo Pharmacy. Are you experiencing any discomfort? And how many days have the symptoms persisted?
Yeah, I'm pretty good, thanks, doctor. But I do have this problem where I am way too obsessed with my cute little chibi. Hello.
Aw, me too.
Anyway, I am sure a lot of our viewers have already seen our characters
Halo
pop up in
Victor
the game by
Alexander,
now.
selamat malam.
True. Yeah, you've all been a part of the traveler's journey at some point or another.
That's right, and we'll be seeing everyone again to experience some new stories together in the upcoming version.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, me too. You know, I think we're
Kode
ready to
hari
jump
ini
into
adalah
some
wujud balas
upcoming
dendam. Kenapa
content,
memang ya?
like, I don't
Ada
know, one of
masalah
our
apa
new
dengan Genshin?
playable characters in version 3.6. Let me know if I'm saying this right. I think his name is Baiju? Baiju? Is that how you say it?
Real subtle, Sean.
Nice. I'm sure everyone's waiting to see which event
Suara
which the new
nggak
characters will be
kekencangan
appearing
kan
in.
ya?
So, let's get to our first redemption code, and in the meantime, everyone will also be able to check out some details about the version 3.6 event wishes.
Sounds good.
Buset, awal-awal langsung dikasih kode aja. Ini sekalian bocorin banner anjir. Wah, gila yang ambil Nilo deh gua kalau begini dah. PS1-nya Nahida, Riran sama Nilo Riran ya. Redemption code-nya 9ARE6VLJT34H. Wah, PS2-nya Baizu Ganyu. Berarti leak-nya terpercaya ya, gila ya. Benar-benar keluar lo Ganyunya lo. Terus buat apa lagi kita nonton spesial live stream ini kalau udah dikeluarin semua begini ya? Kode nggak pada kelihatan deh kayaknya ya. Gimana nih? Nih. Aduh, telat.
When on the road,
Waduh,
one
roboh!
should take ample time
Roboh,
to
bentar.
pause and appreciate the wondrous scenery.
Roboh, gue punya green screen.
You're about to collapse, aren't you? The doctor will see you now.
Taking a turn for the better.
Okay, that snake was
Kode ketutup
awesome.
ya tadi ya.
Also, it's designed
Gue
to
mesti
pop up on
mikirin
Baiju's shield.
apa, gimana nih?
Well, I'm afraid of snakes, but Chung Chung sounds so cute.
Yeah, me too. And also, random thought, but
Depannya
isn't
9
Baiju
are
the
kalau nggak
first
salah tadi.
male character with glasses?
Oh wow, I think you're
Ooh,
right.
Yeah, I think you're right. Personally, I love his voice. Think it's amazing. Also, you can't go wrong with purple
Not
pants.
biased at
You
all.
really can't. You know what? Okay, let's talk about Baiju. Baiju is a doctor at Boo Boo Pharmacy and is skilled at
Nanti
healing
kalau
his
kodenya
patients.
keluar,
His abilities have helped Boo Boo Pharmacy make a reputation for
kalau
itself.
kodenya
in
keluar
Liyue
gua
Harbor.
menghilang
But
lah ya.
most importantly,
Gua
Baiju
nggak usah
is a
pakai
gentle and refined
kamera lah ya.
physician, and his heart is dedicated
Gue
to
nggak bisa
helping
soalnya
the
kalau
world.
geser
He
kamera
tends to
gua ini
anyone
sebelah
who
kiri
comes to
sini
Boo Boo
nggak
Pharmacy
ketutup
seeking
green screen
medical
ini.
attention, regardless of their wealth or status.
Ah.
Oh, I see. So he's that kind of doctor.
What kind did you think he was?
Oh, I don't know. I kind of thought he might be the type of doctor who does good things, but with his own nefarious plan. You know, like, I can save you.
But for a price.
I guess he just seems kind of mysterious like that.
Well, I give your imagination some credit, but sorry, he isn't quite the suspicious doctor like you imagined. In fact, he's actually a trusted physician among the people of Liyue Harbor. Everyone prefers to go see Dr. Baiju, no matter how serious the problem may be. But even though he works as a skilled physician, his own condition isn't so great.
I know people say that doctors are the worst patients. Is that the case for Baiju as well?
Well, Baiju's case is a little complicated, and I don't want to give away any spoilers. So, travelers will have to check him out in-game to learn more about his story. So, zip, that's all you hear out of me.
Okay, well,
Bakal ada
no
story
matter what happens,
Baizu
I
ya.
just hope that he'll be able to take care of himself.
Me too. But besides his health, Baiju also has some other troubles to worry about. For example, Director Hu will sometimes put up ads outside of Boo Boo Pharmacy to promote her funeral parlor. On top of that, poor little Chi-Chi is terrified of Hu Tao. So there are some days where
Baizu
Baiju
DPS
really
kayaknya
has
bukan
his
DPS
hands
deh.
full.
Yeah, that
Kalau
does
lihat
sound
dari
like
leaknya
something
sih
that
bukan
Hito would
DPS
do.
ya.
As fate would have it, Baiju's master and the former director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor both studied together under the same master. But the two had differing views on the
Soalnya
concepts
Baizu
of
itu
life and death, and
elemental
ended up
skill
going
sama
their
elemental
separate
burst-nya
ways.
dua-duanya
Their
nge-heal kayak
differences
Kiki
were
dia.
passed down to their
Jadi kayaknya nggak mungkin
apprentices,
DPS deh,
which has
kecuali
led
ada
to Baizu and
orang-orang
Hu Tao's
kerjaan
different views.
bikin Kiki
In version
DPS gitu, mungkin
3.6,
tertarik bikin
travelers
Baizu
will be able
DPS.
to play through Baiju's story quest to hear some of Baiju's inner thoughts and learn more about this caring doctor.
Interesting. I can't wait to check it out.
In his search for discovering new treatments and cures, Baizhu will
Seamless
often
shield
choose
itu
to
artinya
test
ini
new
ya,
medicines
shieldnya
on himself.
nggak kayak Zhongli ya. Kalau
As you spend
Zhongli
time
itu
with
kan
Baizhu in the field,
shieldnya
you can
keluar
make
terus
use of his
ngelindungin kita ya.
knowledge
Kalau
of
Seamless
herbs
itu
and
cuma
interact with
ngedip-ngedip
certain
doang gitu loh.
harvestable items,
Cuma
which
berapa
will heal
detik.
your current active character.
So, since Baizhu is a doctor, I think it's pretty safe to say that.
Dan kalau kalian lihat lagi tuh dia ada tulis ya, ada healed by Seamless Shield.
That's right. Baiju's treatment
Kayak
in
yang gue
battle
bilang
is
tadi
usually
itulah.
performed
Jadi
in 2 steps.
elemental
Step
skill
1
sama
is to
burstnya
control
nge-heal
a
dia.
wandering sprite that cruises through the enemies and restores HP to his teammates. Step 2 is to create a shield.
Nah ini
When
nih,
the shield
shieldnya nih.
refreshes,
Kalau
ends,
kalian
or is
lihat shieldnya
broken,
ngedip nih.
Not
Oh.
only will it provide healing,
Dia
but it
nggak
will also deal
nge-heal,
danger damage to
nggak
enemies.
nge-shield
Baizhu
terus
believes
ya.
that even in a difficult spot, as long as the diagnosis and treatment are done properly, lives can always be saved.
Wah, ini sih parah loh. Nih gue nggak suka kalau nonton Twitch nih begini nih. Coba kualitinya gue turunin coba ya.
I always think it takes people with similar tastes to sustain a pleasant conversation.
Nonton di Twitch nih suka banyak masalah, makanya kenapa sih dia orang nggak mau live-nya di YouTube aja gitu.
Come at me! Breaking new ground!
Nah ini kalau ada yang mau nyari DPS Dendro bintang 4 nih, Cafe nih, calon-calon DPS nih.
Did you see him make Dendro cores explode on command? That'll be useful for me.
Yeah, that was crazy. And the toolbox, he has some cool accessories. I am jealous.
Oh yeah, I'm loving those animations. Super cool.
Okay, so since Kaveh has some connections with Dory, I'll introduce him. Kaveh is an architect and has this keen sense for beauty and the arts that he's developed ever since he was a child. Not to brag or anything, but his magnum opus is the Palace of Alcazar, which is crazy coincidence where Dory lives. And his designs not only provide the required functionality, but also greatly incorporate his own artistic taste, making them feel unique and noteworthy.
Well, he
Gue nggak
sounds
nyangka
like a
sih ya si
genius,
Cafe
so he
Great
must
Sword
be
ya.
pretty successful.
Yeah.
Well,
Apa?
he doesn't
Claymore ya?
quite lead the
Claymore.
life of success and carefree spending like you
Soalnya
might
gue kira
imagine.
dia katalis loh,
It's
bawa-bawa
actually
koper
kind of the
soalnya.
opposite. He hardly has enough more to survive.
Mood.
Cafe bisa dibilang
he's
versi lightnya
broke.
Al Hitam,
Interesting.
dia benar sih.
Why is that?
Well, it kind of comes down to Kaveh's personality. He's a very perceptive person, so he has this sensitive and delicate side to his character. He also has a strong sense of empathy and can understand the emotions and thoughts of different people, which may actually be one of his sources of artistic inspiration. For example, when someone is trying to sell something to Kaveh, all they have to do is make up some story about how the proceeds go to helping poor children.
Gacha
He'll
siapa
practically
nanti
hand
bang?
over his
Mau
moral, like
ngambil
all of it.
Nilo sih gua.
Wow, what a nice but
Gua
gullible guy.
waktu itu menyesal banget anjir pilih
On top of that,
Seno.
he doesn't limit himself with the
Pilih
cost of
Seno taunya
construction.
Nilo lebih
Take the
menggoda
Palace of
bangke.
Alcazar's array as an example. Maybe only
Nggak
a
nyangka
real
gua main
maniac
Bloom bisa
architect
sesakit
like
itu.
him, who doesn't care about the costs, could ever build something as amazing as that. So you gotta respect him for that.
Yeah.
But it's probably these kinds of situations that have made him become roommates with I'll Hate Them.
But aren't I'll Hate Them and Kaveh polar opposites? We see them bicker all the time.
About what?
Well, Kaveh thinks that I'll Hate Them lacks feelings for others and always disagrees with his point of view. But like Anjali just said, Kaveh can understand how many people feel, but understanding doesn't always mean agreement.
Right. Yeah, I think we're starting to understand Kaveh's character a little better now. So next we can move on to some of his talents.
Yeah, for sure. As an architect, Kaveh can help everyone save some materials when creating
Gile, talentnya
furnishings.
di bagian
And his mapping
bikin
abilities
ini ya.
might come in handy during battle. As a unique and creative designer, Cair must always bring tools with him. His toolbox, named Marak, not only provides Cair with tools, but also has many interesting uses. For example, Marak's mapping ability allows him to scan the battlefield, causing all dendro cores within a certain AoE to burst immediately.
Nice.
In addition to
Oh,
that,
dia
when
bisa
Marak
ngeledakin
completely
dendro
releases
core
its
loh.
energy, it converts Cair's attack damage to dendro damage and increases Cair's combat capabilities.
Okay.
You don't need to worry about triggering.
Oh iya
all
loh,
those
bener loh,
dendro
dia pakai
cores at the
skill
same
itu
time.
dendro core
Cair
meledak
won't be
semua
hurt
loh.
by them. In fact, one of Cair's talents actually causes him to recover a set amount
Anjir,
of
dia kena
HP when
dendro
he
core
takes
malah
damage
nge-heal.
from a dendro core.
It's always good to have a reliable partner like that. Changshang always gives Baiju a lot of help too, you know.
Exactly.
Wah, ini
But
sih
Marak
DPS
is pretty
beneran sih.
remarkable. It can even wield a sword for Cair.
That's a pretty awesome toolbox.
I know, right? Okay, so that should be just about everything we have for Cair.
How should I say this? I think his character has more depth than we expected.
Well, he is a distinguished architect from the Nation of Wisdom, so we shouldn't
Ini fix
underestimate
DPS sih.
Yeah.
Bisa
Cair
ledakin
will be
dendro
appearing in
core,
the main event for
kena
version
dendro core malah
3.6.
nge-heal. Kan
So
gila.
maybe we give some details about that next.
Oh, okay, I got this one. Our main event for version 3.6 is the
Event
Academia
dikasih
Extravaganza.
ini
In
ya,
addition to
si
the
dosen
variety
ya,
of
dosen
celebrations,
nenek-nenek ya.
the event also serves as a chance for the 6 Darshans to compete. The
Apaan nih?
Extravaganza consists of 2 main parts, the Wisdom Gala and the Inter-Darshan Championship. In the Wisdom Gala, the 6 Darshans have prepared 6 corresponding activities to show off the style of each respective school. As for the Inter-Darshan Championship, each of the Darshans will be selecting a single member to represent their school in a large competition.
Okay.
Great. So maybe we can talk about some gameplay that travelers can expect to see. It sounds like we'll be getting a total of 6 different game modes this time. That's a lot.
Yeah. Each of the 6 Darshans will be compiling their research to provide fun mini-games for everyone to enjoy. For example, Layla's or Dawahis Darshan will be setting up an astrolabe used for studying astrology at their booth. When travelers adjust the astrolabe
Waduh,
to the
mainan kayak
appropriate
Mona
height and
lagi
angle,
nih.
the stars on the astrolabe will light up and form a pattern. Look, this time the pattern is a cute little fungus.
Aw,
Aw, that does look like fun.
nice.
Here's another one. The scholars from Kasharawar will have a
Disuruh-
game that displays their understanding of
Disuruh
mechanisms
desain
and
rumah,
architecture.
bangke.
Travelers will learn how to use the least possible materials to build a road that meets certain requirements within a limited space.
Ooh, I'm already getting a lot of ideas for this one. Okay. It seems travelers will have a lot of freedom to try whatever arrangements they can think of to reach those goals.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Next is Vahumana. They're taking their booth pretty seriously. They will be holding an archaeological activity where travelers will use specialized equipment to detect relic replicas.
Malam, Dok.
Travelers will have to
Doksi
carefully
Hush.
observe the surrounding environment
Selamat
as
malam.
they search, and even eliminate external interference affecting the detectors to find the relic replicas.
Oh, well, this is all very nice, but are there any games where we won't have to go running around as much? I'm lazy.
Yes, there's something for everyone in these game modes. With this one, you can
Nah, ini-
just relax
ini ya.
and stay put while you listen to a story. But as you're listening, you also get to ask the storyteller some questions. If you're able to ask and uncover some key information,
Bangke,
then you'll
mainan-
receive some clues
mainan
to lead
ini.
you to the truth of the
Mainan
story.
kata-kata nih
Very
membosankan
mysterious.
sekali nih.
Spontamod, on the other hand, is preparing a small combat experiment to put travelers' combat abilities to the test within a set amount of time. Of course, they'll kindly provide a variety of potions to help travelers overcome situations in the
battle.
experiment.
Awesome.
Very cool. And last but not least is a little bionic experiment set up by Tainari's Amorta Darshan. Travelers will be able to control replicas of various creatures and command their movement according to a specific rhythm. And that should be everything we have for the Wisdom Gala. So which Darshan's events are you all most excited
Soda
about?
Didi,
Oh, you know,
malam bang. Halo,
Spontamod,
malam juga.
Because that's what I'm all about. Like combat and battle and victory and never losing. Ever.
Okay.
Never
Confident
die.
are you?
Eventnya pokoknya
Oh, wow.
seputar ini ya,
I like the star one.
seputar
I like stars. It's very
karakter-karakter
cool.
Sumeru semua
I'm
ini kayaknya.
most excited to listen to a story because I think
Kalau
that's
dari
about my
bocorannya
speed.
sih memang
Oh, I get
story-nya tentang
And
ini
let's
sih.
not forget that in addition to
Reunian
the Wisdom
karakter-karakter
Gala,
Sumeru
we
sih banyak
still
banget
have
sih.
the Inter-Darshan Championship. This is a contest of wisdom and courage, and you won't want to miss seeing which Darshan
Reon
is able to
Aldi,
claim
event
the
tahunan
title of
Sumeru
champion.
ini ya. Iya, bisa dibilang
Very
begitu sih.
cool. Oh, and there is one more thing to mention here.
Soalnya
Layla's
kalau dari
very own
leak-nya
Hangout
gue
quest
lihat
will be arriving with version
karakter Sumeru
3.6,
ngumpul
so
semua itu.
be sure not to miss it.
Termasuk
Okay,
si
that's all.
Wanderer ya. Wanderer
Hey,
juga
you know,
ikutan
Layla.
ngumpul sih kalau dari leak ya.
Excited to check it out.
Okay, and our next event will also be taking place in Sumeru. Waynute activity has suddenly been on the rise, and the academia is dispatching researchers to respond to the problem.
This time, we'll be helping scholars clear the desert of obstructions, assemble the Waynute Slayer cannon, and repel the wandering Waynute.
The Waynute Slayer Cannon, huh? Wow, yeah, that's quite the name.
Oh ini mainannya
As
berarti
its
di
name
gurun yang
implies,
baru
it's
ya.
very effective against
Gue
Waynute.
belum explore
Our
sama
task
sekali
will
lagi.
be to clear out any monsters nearby and help with the preparations so the cannon can start attacking. I'm sure our travelers will be able to help handle the situation.
Oh yeah.
Masih
We
bingung
also
nabung
have
buat
one other
siapa.
event
Kalau
for
belum punya
travelers to
Nahida, ambil
continue
Nahida
improving
deh.
their combat abilities. During the challenge, travelers will have to complete 3 consecutive combat rounds. During each round, the system will randomly activate 1 or more of 4 possible effects at set intervals
Tapi
of time.
Wanderer
Oh, so I guess
leak
it's safe to
rerunnya
say that no
3.8.
two
Iya
rounds
kan
will
ini
play the same.
cuma nongol di event doang.
If the buff you receive
Nongol di event
happens
belum
to
tentu
synergize with your team
pasti ini
composition,
dong.
then your team will really start to shine. I personally think it's interesting to have these random elements added to the challenge. I feel like it'll bring some fun
Udah keluar
surprises
banner,
to the
udah
gameplay.
keluar banner pertama.
These buff effects are all
rerunnya
pretty
Nahida sama
powerful, and
Nilo.
the travelers should
Yang
definitely
kedua
try some
Baizu
different team
sama Ganyu.
combinations and see what synergies they can come up
Kafeh
with.
di
And
bannernya
also,
Baizu.
the Overflowing Mastery event will be returning once again with double drops for a limited time to help travelers keep leveling up their
Overflowing Mastery
characters.
seperti
In addition
biasa.
to the events we've already mentioned, there will be one more event.
Katanya
taking
quest
place in
Aranara
an
bakal
all-new
diperpanjang.
area.
Wah, gua nggak
So
tahu sih,
first, I think we should reveal the new
ketemu
area.
bocoran
No,
soal quest Aranara sih.
Before we do that, let's take a quick break and give another redemption.
Tapi katanya
code.
bakalan ada Aranara baru tuh,
Sounds good.
di map
but
yang baru
one
ya.
more note, we'll have some info regarding new artifact sets during the break, so be sure not to miss that.
Nah ini kode lagi ya, gue menghilang dulu ya coy ya, biar gue nggak nutupin ya. Oke, menghilang. Oke, ini artifak baru ya cuy ya. Hydro damage bonus 15%. 4 piece-nya nambah damage juga setelah attack normal, charge, plunging, attack. Ini mah yang penting attack ya. Wah ini sih Ayato sama Tartaglia full senyum ini. Nim's Dream. Furukasha Glow, HP 20%. 4 setnya elemental skill dan elemental damage will increase 10%. Wah ini sih artifaknya si ini nih. Siapa tuh? Si produk gagal di Dehia ya, Dehia. Artifaknya Dehia sih ini, Foraska Glow nih.
Welcome back, everyone.
Yeah, we
Okay,
are
balik,
back and ready to
balik.
show an
Muncul.
all-new area being added to the game.
That's right, and I hope you're all as excited as we are. This area is located deep in the desert, in the
Ini ya,
northwest of the desert of Hadramaut.
salah satu alasan kenapa
it was
gua
one of the
nggak
main rifts
bikin
where
konten.
monsters were emerging from
Gue
during
lagi
the
ngebut
disaster
explore
500
biar
years
gue bisa
ago,
ikutan
and the site of
explore
a
map yang baru
battlefield
ini.
where God suppressed the power of the abyss.
Ooh.
Although it was originally desert, the ecological system has completely changed due to the power of the abyss, and it has become a large, uninhabited area of swamps and wastelands.
So, you're saying that we might be able to uncover some buried secrets about Conria there? On second thought, it kinda sounds like it might be dangerous.
Yeah.
Luckily, we have some little helpers to assist us in our search. There will be a pari named Sorush waiting for us that will lend us its abilities,
Nah,
allowing
ini.
travelers to freely fly across parts of the
Apa
area
ini?
and
Aranara
access some
baru.
locations that would be impossible on foot.
Wait, we'll be able to fly around now?
Yeah, this will be your chance to fulfill your dream, Zach.
Yes!
After helping Sorush recover its power, there will be a small event for travelers to help it continue its training. We will guide Sorush to drive away enemies, conduct speed training, and complete puzzles, so be sure to check it out. Travelers may also encounter a
New
new
boss.
enemy during their journey in version 3.6, the Iniquitous Baptist. Its abilities include using multiple elements in battle and creating shields for corresponding elements
Anjir,
to
3
reduce
elemen,
damage.
cuk.
It definitely looks like it'll be a formidable enemy.
That's not all. We have 2 more interesting enemies
Oh,
that
ini
travelers
nih.
will encounter.
Helicul
Animo
ini
and
nih.
Hydro Hilichurl rogues. These Hilichurls are wandering across Teyvat
Anjir,
and do
Hilichurlnya
not belong to any particular
kece
Hilichurl
banget ya.
tribe. Sometimes they assist other Hilichurls or tribes in need of help.
Kayak Assassin's
And
Creed
they
gitu,
also
gile.
have a unique combat style.
Even though it seems this place is full of new dangers, that still won't stop the traveler from bringing new hope to the region. Some clues related to Conria are also waiting to be uncovered here, so it's definitely worth exploring. And last but not least, in version 3.6, the legendary Dragon of Verdure.
Nah, ini nih boss weekly baru nih.
The Dragon of Verdure was once an emerald green dragon that ruled Sumeru, but its color later changed to that of yellow sand. Recently, it seems to be suffering from some kind of illness. Travelers will be making their way to the Dendro Dragon's habitat to face it in battle, so we must be very careful. The battle will be split into 3 phases. An interesting part to take note of is that in the second phase of the fight,
Gila, ada 3
travelers will
fase
need to
bosnya,
protect
coy.
the Dendro Dragon
Ini
from
udah kayak
monsters
lawan
in order to prevent
si
the
Tarta
dragon's
ini.
illness from getting any worse.
Huh.
Wait, what?
That's different.
Yes, and in the third phase, the Dendro Dragon will unleash some extremely powerful attacks, so travelers will need to be careful to avoid those.
Oh, yeah.
At this point, we don't know what the Dendro Dragon has been through and what exactly caused it to change into its current twisted form. Perhaps we'll get some more answers after we've faced it in battle.
Yeah.
The dragon has a close connection with Sumeru's history and gods. Going into its lair and determining what's causing its current condition is an important task and will be helpful to the entire nation of Sumeru. So, if you'd like to learn more about the Dendro Dragon, then be sure to check out Chapter 2 of Nahida's story quest.
Nah,
Oh,
ini.
for sure.
Ini
I
alasan
think there'll be a
gua
lot of
explore
interesting things
dulu
for travelers
buru-buru
to learn in
nih.
this one, so be sure to look forward to it.
Absolutely.
Story quest Nahida
And,
baru di
that's
area
about
baru,
all we
cuy.
have for new content in the upcoming version. But before we wrap things up, we have an announcement regarding Genshin Impact's music. The second album for the Sumeru region, titled The Unfathomable Sand Dunes, will also be releasing soon.
Oh, nice!
Nice, I love the Sumeru region music.
Helicul pas lepas topeng, kayak tadi masih pakai topeng deh. Cuman dia jadi keren aja gitu, Heliculnya jadi ganteng. Biasanya mah Heliculnya jelek, jadi ganteng deh sekarang Helicul.
3.1 to 3.6.
Okay, this is super cool. I'm super excited.
Be sure and pick that up.
I'm hyped.
Right, so let's watch a trailer of the new OST and give our final redemption code of the day.
Wah, ini bentar lagi habis nih kayaknya nih. Dia udah mau kasih final redemption code. Redemption code. Oke, gue menghilang lagi ya. 7S9X6V4JB2EM9. 50.000 mora dan 100 primo. Ini klaim sebelum ini ya, sebelum besok jam berapa nih berarti? Besok jam 11 siang ya. Jangan kelewatan.
Alright, so it seems like there's gonna be a lot to enjoy in the new version.
I know, right?
Yeah. You know what? I'm looking forward to spending more time with Nahida in her new story quest chapter and confronting the new Dendro Dragon.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. I'm super happy to have gotten to come on this special program today. It was my first time. This is so cool. And also that trailer was so cool.
So
Definitely.
It was.
I think it's really cool that people will get to discover more about Baiju and that there's more to him than just the man who works at the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
He's got layers.
True that. I'm looking forward to the new area, new playables, and of course, the academia extravaganza looked super fun to me.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, this is the end of the special program. It's been so great hanging with you
Habis.
guys.
Guys, sekarang
yeah,
spesial programnya
definitely. Thank you for
awal-awal
having
langsung
me again.
dijatuhin bom
Of
ya,
course.
langsung
This is the end.
bannernya langsung
I'll see
dikasih
you
lihat
guys all in
semua ya.
game.
Bye-bye.
Lebih membosankan berarti ini live stream sekarang ya. Oke, karena spesial live streamnya sudah habis, berarti gue juga harus undur diri. Karena gue banyak kerjaan, gue belum beres-beres meja makan tadi, main langsung kabur soalnya waktunya udah mepet. Jadi ya live kita sampai di sini dulu ya, gue mesti beres-beres rumah dulu. Sorry ya, gue sampai 3.6 mulai ini mungkin gue nggak bakalan ada konten artifak dulu karena gue ngincer ini explore, abisin semua explore karena gue nih masih di apa piramid-piramid itu yang map piramid yang pertama yang gurun. Kalau yang hutan sih gue udah akhirnya berhasil 100% juga. Tinggal yang gurun, tinggal dikit lagi bisa 100 semua. Terus gue akhirnya ke yang ada angin topan itu udah. Ya, 10 hari lagi ya gue mesti kebut ini berarti. Oke, thank you udah nonton ya. Sampai jumpa di live selanjutnya. Ciao.